What you're about to witness will make your blood boil. Just 3 minutes ago, the wrestling world was turned completely upside down when Brock Lesnar, the Beast Incarnate, was brutally attacked in what can only be described as the most vicious assault we've seen in years. And here's what's going to make you furious. WWE allowed this to happen. They knew what was coming, and they let Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker turn Brock Lesnar into a broken, bloodied mess. But the real question nobody's asking is why? Why now? Why these two? And why did Paul Heyman disappear right before this happened? Stay till the end, because what I'm about to reveal will shock you. What's up, WrestleScope family? If you're new here, smash that subscribe button right now, because we're about to dive deep into the most controversial moment of the year. And to my day ones watching, you know we don't hold back. We tell you the truth that WWE doesn't want you to know. Hit that like button if you're ready for the real story behind Brock's destruction. Let me paint the picture for you. Brock Lesnar walks into the arena tonight, confident, dominant, the beast we all know and fear. But something felt off from the moment he stepped through those doors. The cameras caught it, that slight hesitation, that look over his shoulder. Brock knew something was coming, but even he couldn't predict the brutality that was about to unfold. Out of nowhere, and I mean nowhere, Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker ambushed Lesnar in the parking lot. This wasn't a wrestling match. This wasn't sports entertainment. This was an execution. Reed hit Lesnar with not one, not two, but 5 tsunamis. 5. And just when you thought it couldn't get worse, Bron Breakker, this absolute monster, delivered 3 consecutive spears that would have ended careers. But here's where it gets insane. Security didn't show up for over 2 minutes. Where was Adam Pearce? Where were the officials? Where was anyone?
Brock Lesnar, the man who's conquered The Undertaker, destroyed John Cena, and made Roman Reigns look vulnerable, was left completely defenseless. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is just WWE creating drama. No, this goes so much deeper. And if you're not furious by the end of this, then you haven't been paying attention. Let's connect the dots that WWE is desperately hoping you ignore. 3 weeks ago, Paul Heyman had a private meeting with Triple H that lasted over an hour. Nobody knows what was discussed. Then 2 weeks ago, Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker suddenly get featured in main event segments, despite being mid-card talent. Coincidence? I don't think so. And here's the part that should make every wrestling fan's blood boil. Just 24 hours ago, Brock Lesnar allegedly threatened to walk out over creative differences. He wanted full control of his matches, something WWE has never given anyone except maybe The Undertaker and John Cena. So what does WWE do? They make an example out of him. Think about it. This attack wasn't random chaos. It was calculated. Reed and Breakker are both hungry, young talents who WWE can control. They're not part-timers with leverage. They're not going to demand creative control. They're the perfect tools to send a message. Nobody is bigger than WWE, not even the Beast. But why these two specifically? Let me blow your mind with something nobody is talking about. Bron Breakker, son of Rick Steiner, nephew of Scott Steiner, comes from wrestling royalty. He's been groomed since birth to be WWE's next monster. But he's been stuck in neutral for months, getting lukewarm reactions despite his obvious talent. WWE needed to make him relevant again, and what better way than to have him destroy a legend? Bronson Reed, on the other hand, has been criminally underutilized since his main roster return. This is a man who should be dominating, but instead he's been losing matches to mid-carders and getting buried on weekly programming. He's been vocal about his frustrations on social media, posting cryptic messages about earning respect and taking what's mine. WWE put these two hungry, desperate talents together and pointed them at Brock Lesnar like loaded weapons. And Brock never saw it coming because he was too busy fighting with management over contract terms and creative direction. The medical reports that just came out are disturbing. Brock Lesnar suffered 3 broken ribs, a concussion, internal bruising, and possibly a punctured lung. This man who's built like a tank, who survived UFC fights with legitimate killers, was reduced to being carried out on a stretcher. And you want to know the most infuriating part? Triple H went on record 30 minutes after this attack saying it was unfortunate, but part of the business. Part of the business? Since when is attempted murder part of the business? Social media is exploding right now. Fans are divided down the middle. Half are saying Brock deserved it for being a part-timer who doesn't care about the business. The other half are rightfully outraged that WWE would allow this level of violence against one of their top stars. Where do you stand? Drop a comment right now and let me know. Was this justified, or did WWE cross the line? Here's what really keeps me up at night about this whole situation. This attack represents something bigger than just one incident. This is WWE's new era showing us exactly what they think of the old guard. Brock Lesnar represents the past, the part-timers, the special attractions, the legends who come in, collect a paycheck, and leave. Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker represent the future, young, hungry, full-time talents who WWE can mold and control. This attack was WWE quite literally destroying the old model and replacing it with their new vision. And you know what the scariest part is? This might just be the beginning. Who's next? Is Cena safe when he returns for his farewell tour? What about Edge, Randy Orton? Are we about to see WWE systematically eliminate everyone from the previous generation to make room for their chosen stars? We have to talk about Paul Heyman's suspicious absence. This man has been Brock's advocate, his mouthpiece, his protector for over a decade. And on the one night Brock needed him most, Paul Heyman was conveniently not in the building. Rumor has it, and these are strong rumors from multiple sources, that Heyman knew this was coming. Some insiders are even suggesting he might have been the one who set it up. Think about it. Heyman's always been a political mastermind. He survived every regime change in WWE by playing both sides. What if he sold out Brock to secure his future with the new generation? I'm not saying it's true, but the evidence is damning. Heyman meets with Triple H. Days later, he's suddenly absent when Brock gets destroyed by two of WWE's rising stars. Connect the dots, people. So where do we go from here? Brock Lesnar is reportedly being evaluated at a local medical facility, and doctors are saying he could be out for months. His WrestleMania plans? Destroyed. His legacy? Tarnished. His future in WWE hanging by a thread. Meanwhile, Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker just became the most hated and most talked about superstars on the entire roster. They've done in one night what most wrestlers can't do in an entire career. They made us feel something. Whether you love them or hate them, you're talking about them. And in this business, that's everything. But here's my final thought, and this is the question I want you to answer in the comments. Did Brock Lesnar bring this on himself? Was this karma for years of part-time appearances and burying full-time talent? Or is this WWE going too far in trying to create new stars? WrestleScope family, this is the biggest story of the year, and it's just getting started. If you want to stay ahead of every twist, every turn, and every shocking development, you need to smash that subscribe button right now. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single update, because trust me, this story is far from over. Drop a comment telling me, Team Brock or Team Breakker Reed? Was this attack justified, or did WWE cross the line? And share this video with every wrestling fan you know, because this conversation is mandatory. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the truth, smash that like button. Your support keeps this channel going and keeps me bringing you the real stories WWE doesn't want told. Until next time, this is WrestleScope, reminding you to question everything, believe in the business, and never let them work you into thinking you're